You... You look exactly like someone I miss. Go figure. I've no doubt that you're not them, but... Still... I guess I have to thank you for having some resemblance of them. Not often I get something nice like that. A lot of life is just shit. It sucks. I guess that's how it works. The name's Bon. I'm not someone you want to know. Goodbye. And why are you following me? You think just because I said something nice that I owe you one? Sorry, it doesn't work that way with me. I'm not that kind of guy. But if you're just wanting someone to follow, I guess you can tag along for a while. Don't know why you would. People always want to kill me, but that's easier said than done. A lot of people think it's just stabbed through the heart, cut off the head. No. If only it were that easy. Not that I have a death wish, not even close to it. I just think it's frustrating. Going through all that and trying to tell them the whole way through they've got the wrong guy, or maybe that their fruitless attempts at revenge are placed on my head when they should be placed on someone else. I'm used to it. I've been around. In fact, I cooped myself up in a prison. Why even escape? There's no point, right? I already lost the person. The one person I love. What does my life have any purpose for? You think you can have a meaning to me? You and what army? I've dealt with people like you before. Let me guess, it's the open shirt, the muscles, the devilish, roguish look kind of thing going on. Something like that. You know about me, do you? I don't think you do. You certainly don't sound the part of someone who'd know about me. Let me put this simply. You don't know me. I don't know you. What makes you think I have the time or desire to get to know someone new? Do you know how much effort goes into that? Now, I'm not saying you're a bad person. You might be a great one, kid. But it's not the same. It's just not the same. I put everything into one person. And sadly, they went away. You don't just let go of them like that. Unless... you couldn't be. A reincarnation. I never thought of that. Come with me. Obviously, I'm taking you because you wanted to follow me this long. Consider it your lucky day. If you really are the reincarnation of my love, then you might get a second chance. You're the one who came confessing you like me. And out of the blue at that. I get it. I've got good looks. I'm glad you think so. Flattered. However, until we figure out if this is true or not, I need to know. I can't let you get too close. What, too cold? You expect me to just betray that person I love? Just 'cause they died? That's a weak stance. And a lot of people, they take that. A lot of people don't get it, that when you live as long as me, when you go for someone, go for their true heart as long as I have, nobody else even looks like the same species, let alone worthy of my love. With that said, it's nothing personal. Of course not. I don't have anything against you, kid. Not even slightly. And why would I? I don't even know you. You claim to know all about me. You get dreams of... How did you know about that? Dreams of the forest. The forest that burned. I don't want to say anything until I can confirm it, but... if you really are my long-lost love, I won't mess up this time. And if you're not, sorry, but gonna have to friend zone you real hard. You seem strangely okay with this. You really are into me, aren't you? You remind me of someone else. You know what? You're not that bad. I can tell you got a good heart in there. So no matter what happens, no hard feelings, okay? Again, it's nothing personal, nothing you could change. If it's the way it is, then it's the way it is. If it's not, then I'm afraid it's not. It's been years since then. I don't look different, but I've lived a long time. Of course you're not gonna see it. I'm immortal. And people always like to ruin my threads. You wouldn't believe how many times I have to get them fixed. It's a pain in the ass. That is for sure. So, what is it that you think you know about me? Not bad. You've clearly done your research. Came to you in dreams, I see. You might have more ties to me than I like to give you credit, but we won't know until later. So, for now, you're just a stranger with a strange obsession with me. What, you expect me to be cordial with you? Why would I do that? Waste all that effort? I don't know if you're gonna be here tomorrow, because once you learn the truth and you get hard friend-zoned, gonna say all that love you have for me, think you have for me, it might just go down the drain. Like I said, there's only one person in my heart, no matter what they look like, no matter how they reincarnate. I want them back. You know what they say about unconditional love? Well, that's my thing. I don't know any other way, and I'm not about to change or give that up. I've waited for them for 150 years, and I'd wait 1,000 more, 1,000,000 more. Time isn't really an object to me. What's more of an object is people getting in my way. I just don't like it. It's kind of annoying when you get your clothes all ripped to bits, and then you have to explain why you're walking into an inn naked. You always have to ask people for spare clothing, and I don't like it. It just gets worse the more it happens. I mean, come on. Do I look like I want to just walk around like that? There's a reason why people stabbing me kind of pisses me off. It's not even the pain. The pain is nothing. It's much more the aspects that nobody thinks about. A lot of them just don't bother thinking about it, I guess. They don't get how inconvenient this power can be. They think, ooh, you got the best one, you're immortal. But they don't think of all the times I've had to clean blood off of things. Pardon, but I don't really think that I'm gonna let another person do that. Though inevitably it's gonna happen, so what's the point in worrying about it, right? So mind telling me your story? We got a long ways to go before we make it to my friend who can tell me conclusively if you are who I think you might be. If you're my long-lost love. And if you are, I've got so many things to tell you. And if you're not, you'll be like all the rest. Maybe just a step above them. What? Can you blame me? I don't just get close to anyone. A lot of people want to use me. And a lot more want to kill me. As if that could happen. As far as I know, it's just not possible. It's like trying to put a square block through a circle hole. It's just not gonna work. It's gonna make you embarrassed. It's gonna be a whole lot of waste of time of both parties. Do I blame them for trying? No. I blame them for keeping it up. For wasting it after I tell them. Listen to someone you're trying to kill. They're probably the most honest person in the world at that moment. At least if they cared. I'm no stranger to lies. Maybe everything I've told you is a lie. Maybe I'm gonna rob you. Don't think so. Hey, what are you doing clinging to me like that? Did I give you permission? I don't think so. Whatever. If you're gonna do it, just might as well give you a piggyback ride. Don't think this is gonna happen again. Especially not if I discover you're not who I think you are. Now let's just get the preface out of the way. If you are my former lover, then I have to tell you, I don't want you to be the person that you were, because I feel like that would be unfair. I want you to be the person that you are. And that probably sounds pretty stupid coming from someone who only has a heart for one person, but I guess if you've reincarnated like I think you have, you probably have the memories. And even if you don't, we'll remember them together. It's such a pain in the ass, isn't it? Not knowing what's what. Look at you. You fell asleep already. Guess I'll just have to razz you for the rest of it. Why do I put up with pipsqueaks like you? Sometimes I don't know. Hey, Sleeping Beauty. Wake your ass up. We're here.
Why did you bring them, Bon? And for what purpose?
Is that any way to welcome an old friend? Come on. I'd say you're heartless, but that would be an ironic joke. No, if anyone's heartless here, it's me. I'm the one asking for favors from you.
So another one. You suspect of...
You already got me pinned down, huh? Not that I'm surprised. You doll-faced genius.
You... stand still, or I can't guarantee your safety. This is... certainly, unmistakably them.
No way. You sure about that? If you're not, I'll kill you. Don't forget that. You're serious, though?
I have no reason to lie to you.
Shit. But still... to think that... it'd really be them. Sorry, the abrupt talk. I waited. I could just kiss you, dollface. But I think I'll save that kiss for my dearly lost love. This is usually the part where I'd say something snarky and cocky, but I just can't. Seeing you again, it's really you, right? I missed you. What's your name these days? I told you, I'd never stop searching. Even when we talked in the afterlife, I never, ever lost hope. I know, doesn't suit me. A cocky bastard like me, getting all broken down at seeing you. It's totally not my style, but some things are better than style. No, sorry, did I kiss you too abruptly? Didn't mean to shock you, but let's just say I've waited for this moment for all my life. The fact that you've been dreaming about me. The fact that you said you liked me. I'll take that as fate. Fate that even if this world is messed up, we managed to find our way back home, didn't we? That's gotta be good enough for something. I still can't believe it. I'll give you a second piggyback ride. I'll go wherever we want. But you sure you still wanna be with me? That means a lot. No, sorry. I gotta show you my cool side. Though I'm not really sure what to do now that I'm on the spot. I've been waiting for this. I can't tell you what this feeling is like. It's like every dream I ever had. Just came true all at once. It's all thanks to you. Hope you're proud of that. Now I can say those words I've been trying to say for years. Welcome back. The only one to ever have my heart. The only one I ever loved with everything I am. The one who made a scoundrel like me way back when understand there's more to life than that. The one I tried with everything I am to protect. I won't make the same mistake twice. I promise you. No, I gotta admit, I didn't expect to have to hold back this much to start over. I always thought you'd look just like before, but you look so different. Not that I'm saying that's a bad thing, no. It's a great thing. I think your new look suits you. And I couldn't be more in love. What? You think I'm lying? Try me. I've been waiting an eternity for you. Just to get a chance like this, and you happen to run into me. Go figure. Isn't that just how it works? When we all think we've seen it all. When we think our dreams are something you have to find in the edges of the world. And you happen to find me. What a strange, messed up thing this world is, huh? But I kinda like it. Up you go. We got a long ways to travel. Hope you brought some snacks. We're going back to the forest, of course. You gotta meet your old family. And your brother. I told him I'd bring you back. I kept my word and stuck to my heart. Now you're back with us. I almost think he's gonna be scared to see you. Now that you're not a fairy like him. But who cares what you are? I sure as hell don't. I'm just happy to have you in my arms. Or in this case, on my shoulders. You fit perfectly. And before you say something, you're not heavy at all. You're just right. Let's get going. Remember when I said about bringing snacks? It's 'cause we're going back there, you see in the distance. That great big place with the burnt forest. It's there. It's growing back and all that, but what can I say? It's a slow process, it takes a while. You've been gone a long time. When they find out that you're you, it's definitely gonna be something different. I almost don't want to share today with them. But I feel like I owe it to your brother. Owe it to you. You got a problem with all this? I could understand why. Fine, we'll go tomorrow. And as for you, I just can't believe. It's shocking. I get to see you again. Thank you for coming back. It must have been different, going to the afterlife. Though I'm sure you don't remember that or a lot of our past life together. And who cares? What's done is done, right? Why get caught in it? Why waste our time like that? When we could spend it doing things we actually want to do and make something of our lives. I might have forever, but as you are, you don't. Maybe we can fix that. Nothing, just talking to myself. Well, if I gotta be immortal, maybe we could both be. I was thinking we could go over to there. What'd you say? You being serious, eh? You're not joking around, are you? Well, if that's the case, then you might very well be immortal right now. Interesting. Maybe it's because of your soul. I can't really place it. But what does it really matter, even if it is? As long as you are. As long as I get time with you. An eternity, if we could. Or this time, if you have to go back to the afterlife. I'll go with you. What? This time, it's not just you. Don't I get a say in it? Mortal or not, I bet I could find some way to end myself. There's gotta be a limit to it, right? Though I don't want that to happen anytime soon. Let's survive. Together, you and I. For old time's sake. We gotta make it something worthwhile. We gotta make this the best relationship that they're all jealous. You know, I'm not usually one that cares too much about showing off to others. It's not usually my thing. You think as greedy as I am, I would be, but I'm just greedy for you. As sad or as wonderful as it is, I only ever had room for you. So I split hairs on it. We could do anything. Go anywhere. After all, you're looking at a hero here. Everyone considers us back in business. The 7 deadly sins. Back together again. Saving the world here and there. And what of it? I do it because I care about the captain and them. But not the same way that I care about you. You're completely night and day from them. Trust me. No one compares to you. No one's got that spark. That wonderful little glisten in your eye. I like that about you, you know. But it's only one of the many things I missed about you. No one's more caring than you. No one's more loving. And even if you're completely different, like night and day, I accept you for you. I told you unconditional love, right? It works that way. Mysterious ways at that. Look, I could go on and on about that, but what's the point of discussing the when and why? I want to catch up with you. What has your life been like here? So far? I know I might sound uncharacteristically soft, and it doesn't really suit me, but you know me. Even if you think you don't. And I want you to get to know me if you think you've forgotten. I'm fine with that. Who cares if it takes forever? We got all the time, don't we? And besides, a long trip comes with a long story of your life, right? Don't feel like sharing, huh? Nah, don't blame you. You just met me. And despite those dreams of yours maybe making an affinity, you probably have a lot of questions. Well, let's just say we met. Way back when you were a fairy. Very important one at that. Demons attacked. Bad things happened. But the important part is, we got closer. Way too close, actually. I tried to protect you and the forest. Ended up making it look like I killed you. Or at least that's what your brother wanted to believe for a long time. I'd never dream of doing something like that. So, he was an idiot to believe it. He actually thought he could kill me. Poor guy. After he had his fun ruining my clothing, well, let's just say the captain got in the way. You haven't met him yet, but you will. Trust me. He'll probably love to meet you. I always talk about you. These days, there's nothing else that I wished for. After I owed him one and I helped the sins make things better. Now it's just that strange feeling of not really knowing what to do now. Now that you're here, it's like I prepared for it so long, only for my head to go blank. It's definitely not what I expected, but I kinda want to pick on you. Not in the bad way. Trust me, never in the bad way. Guess what? You're cute. And I happen to know things about you that would make you blush. Not telling. Why would I tell you? Where's the fun without suspense? Though you do get a free pass. Every single one of those kisses that you want. I might just have to give you half of them. You know, give or take some. Playing coy? I don't think so. That's not my game, no. At this point, there's no one who I'd be softer for than you. However, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be a putty in your hands. How would you have any respect for someone who's just a pushover? And I wasn't like that even when I was Bon the thief. The one who tried to steal the heart of the forest. I probably made all the mistakes on my own. Everyone can believe what they want to hear, but actions tend to speak louder, right? So when you passed away, I shouldered the blame. Because I hated myself for not being stronger. I hated the fact that I didn't save you. I hated it. As much as I try and be strong about it, it's not something I'm good at. Think about always having to deal with the fact that your love, the person you fell in love with, was taken away because you were too weak. And I think I handled things quite nicely considering the implications. How I could have. I was a broken man. Broken because I let myself be. I was broken up over you. So hopefully that makes you feel a little more special, kid. You deserve it. I mean, come on. We both waited for each other a long time. You never did tell me more about your story. Ah, so that's it. Looks like you were born to an interesting one. Family, that is. Not the best, but not the worst. Seems like you. Before, since fairies don't really work that way. It must have been different. You must have been so scared having these memories of a past life. Not being like the rest, huh? Knowing about me. Probably hearing about me from your family. I know them. Even if I'd rather not. But that can change. Things can get better. Can't keep talking about that boring stuff. I mean, come on. It's you we're talking about. I'm so happy to see you. Oh my god. I never thought I'd be able to see you again. Now that I get to, it's different. It's different, you know? I missed you. I really missed you. I missed you so much. I have so many books to show you. So many adventures to tell you about. I've waited all this time. I just wanted it. I wanted you. All the formalities aside, I can't bring myself to be like that. Someone who's cool and collected doesn't really suit me. But I can at least be entertaining so you won't be bored this life. You look surprised. Is it really that entertaining to see me like this? To see us like this? I'm honored that you think so. It makes my day, honestly. My whole life. And I've waited all these years, and I just wanted to meet you again. I knew it was possible. I knew things worked this way. I just didn't know how. I almost, for a few times, thought I'd never see you again. And I almost let myself believe it, but you know me, I'm stubborn. It's one of my good traits. Hey, you see any other good traits here? I sure hope there's more than one. I'd like to spend the rest of forever with you, but I also came to grips with if you didn't want to be with me. After all, I failed to save you one. I never did forgive myself. It was my greatest sin, and my lowest point in my life. I can't stand it. This feeling. My heart ripping out. Now that I see you, I just worry. What if you're different now? What if you're through with me? And I waited all this time just to be rejected. So it's funny. I'd be happy even with that. Because at least if you reject me, I can finally put my heart to rest. That I tried everything I could. That I kept my promise. I planted that seed you gave me. I made sure to rescue the forest. And now that you can return, maybe we can go back to those boring days. Never thought I'd say those words out of my mouth. Isn't it all so ironic, though? After all this time, I've been away from you. I struggle to even find the right words. Guess it's my loss. Ever since that day, it's just not been the same, has it? I gotta relearn everything, but maybe we can do that together. You definitely act like your previous self. Just a bit. There's differences, too. You not holding back? Maybe you learned something from me in the afterlife. I'm not too sure. Whatever you want to call it. I'm just happy to have you now. Happy to have you in my life. And happy to have you able to feel you in my arms like this. I'd cry, but I don't think I deserve to. I just can't make up my mind on how to feel. Look at me making a mess of things again. I'm sorry. But guess we're gonna have to start at the drawing board. You know what? I don't mind that one bit. Let's start from the beginning. I'll steal your heart all over again. I'll be that thief of hearts I always knew I should be. You know, you're the first person in this crummy world who gave me that sense like I wasn't just a scoundrel, like I wasn't someone who deserved death. Someone who never had anything. Then again, it was my own fault. I did it to myself, eh? And I'm glad I got myself into trouble, looking for that fountain of youth. 'Cause I found the thing I want to steal most of all, right there in front of me. That heart of yours. I want it to be mine forever. Deal? I knew you couldn't resist these charms. You were basically after me all this time, right? So then, what's stopping you now? You're just like me. The me of the past. Now there's two of us, I guess. Yet you're still like your past self, too. In a lot of ways, you're so innocent. How'd you go 2 lives and I'm still less innocent than you? I love you. And I'm glad I get to waste time with you. It's a lot of fun, you know. I don't get a chance like I did before. Not every day. It's the first time in 100 years I can smile and really mean it. After hurting so many, it's nice to have somebody who actually understands for a moment. Who actually seems to get that I'm not that bastard everyone else seems to assume I am on the surface. It's refreshing. You know, that you actually kind of get it. Just a bit, but you still get it. That fact never eluded me. It's part of why I kept trying. You were repelling me. All the way down that tree. And again. You thought I'd die, but maybe subconsciously you saved me too. Who knows? At this point, though, I'm glad I didn't. I just wish you didn't have to die. It was my biggest regret. You saved me. Sacrificed yourself. Damn softy. Making me immortal. Didn't even ask if I wanted to. I think if you recall, I said no. So why didn't you use it on yourself? You were always the self-sacrificing type. But I love that about you too. Maybe we contrast in a beautiful way. Who knows? But I'm not letting you out of my arms. Not until tomorrow. You're so fun together.